Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and today is December 8th, which is right smack in the middle of LEGO's Double Points weekend. They're running it once again for whatever reason. They ran it 2 weeks ago, and then they had some deals for Black Friday, which was last week, and then now this week, they are doing the double rewards points again. And so I went to the LEGO store, and I picked up a couple of things, and I managed to get the free gift with purchase here. But that's not the point of today's video. Today's video is about these boxes right here and also the CMF. They actually put these on sale for 20% off, so figured I would pick up one more of these. I have two already, and I'm not the biggest Dungeons and Dragons fan, but I think the figures are pretty cool, and so I figured I would get one more, and then in January, once the new figures and the new series comes out, then I would probably start collecting those instead. But I figured these were cool and I'd pick up one more just to have it. But let's get started unboxing these and seeing what I got. All right, so this first box here, I already just ripped the tape, and I got 3 boxes, as you guys can see, because they had some really good pieces on the wall, which I will start showing you momentarily. But this box here was pretty quick. It was pretty basic. I just had a few dark bluish gray 4x6 plates along the top here, which I will start taking out for you. I got a small handful of these bright green leaves here. They had these on the wall still, so figured I'd pick up some more of these. There is more in one of the other boxes as well, but that is the top layer of this box done. And then this back row here is just all 4x6 plate, if I can get it out. I jammed these in there pretty good. I wanted to quickly maximize the space, and I was running low on these, and so I figured I could use these both for the mountain and also for other projects around the city as well. But what's next here is 3 stacks of 2x4 green brick. Can never go wrong with these. I feel like I could always use them, especially with that clone base right around the corner. And speaking of clone base, I did manage to get some 2x6 bricks in light gray. They had those on the wall, so I will definitely be using those for that. But this is pretty much it for this box here, except for the front, which I forgot about momentarily. But the front of the box here had 3 stacks of white masonry bricks here. And I was not expecting to find these on the wall, but super happy that I did. These are really versatile pieces, and they are really good to have in my collection. And I'm almost out of the ones that I currently had, so I picked up quite a few stacks of those, which we will see in a minute. But as you guys can see, the rest of the box there is just a couple of those leaves. And so now we can set this box aside and start opening the other 2. All right, so box number 2 here, I did quickly sort this stuff out because this is probably going to get messy here if this is the box that I think it is. If I can get this open with one hand. And no, this is okay. This is the other box that I had done. This was also a relatively quick box. I wanted to just quickly get some bricks and then call it a day. There are 2 stacks of white 1x4 bricks in here. And then there are, I believe, 3 stacks of white 1x2 bricks, just regular 1x2 bricks. Feel like you can never go wrong with those as well. These would also be used for the train station, as well as any mills plating that I end up doing. That would be really good. And also any buildings as well. I feel like white is such a versatile color. 3 more stacks of the masonry bricks in white here. And then there's some lining the front of the box as well, as you guys can see. And then this box also has 2 more stacks of light gray 2x6 brick in here. It's kind of hard to take out with one hand, but there is also 2 more stacks of green 2x4 brick in here. And so now we are up to, within these 2 boxes here, now that that's empty, we are up to 5 stacks of 19 2x4 bricks. So that makes 95 2x4 bricks. There's 19 stacks, or 19 bricks in each of these 3 stacks of 2x6 bricks, which makes 57. And then there is, I don't even know how many plates this is. Well, 3 plates in a brick and then 19 bricks tall, just about. So it's about 57 plus however many are on the ground here or on the table. And then there's 2 stacks of the white 1x4 bricks, 3 stacks of the white 1x2s, and we're up to 9 stacks of the 19 of the white masonry bricks here. super happy to get these, as you guys can see, and then obviously the leaves. And then this last box here, let me see if I can open this with one hand here, and it looks like I can. This one is the one that I thought the other one was going to be. It has a whole bunch of loose pieces in it, but let me start taking some of this out and showing you individually everything that I got. All right, so I've started taking a couple of things out of the box here, but there is a lot more loose stuff in there, which I will get to in just a second. But really quick, there's a lot more of the bright green leaves in here. I figured those probably wouldn't stay on the wall for too much longer, considering there wasn't that many left in the bin, I guess you want to call it. So there wasn't that much stuff left in there, and so I figured I would just grab a decent handful of them, or a couple handfuls. And then the brown stem pieces are also really useful. I got a bunch of these kind of recently, but I figured I could use some more because they haven't had these on the wall in about a year at this point, and so I am dropping all of these all over the floor. But I'm super happy to find these again, and so I figured I would stock up on those. And then these are part of the take-home build that you could do with these boxes. I don't usually partake in those. I usually just get the pieces that I want and leave. But I figured these snot bricks were probably pretty handy, and I could definitely use them for something. What that something is, I have no idea, to be totally honest with you. But they will definitely be a part of a mock in the future, so definitely click subscribe and stay tuned for that so you don't miss that mock once that gets created. And then also I ended up getting some ladders here. Figured I don't really have any of these, and so I figured that could be good, both as a ladder and also for scaffolding for buildings if I wanted to make a construction site, like a legit construction site, instead of the temporary things that I have in the city at the moment. So I figured that would be a good thing to do. And to also, I got some leaves because I feel like you can never have enough of these here. And I don't think I talked about these yet, but I did get a very, very small handful of the gold stars here, just because I figured I could use them for something. And also I feel like these fall off of the Christmas tree that I have in the city now all of the time. And so like one fell off before that video started, and I have no idea where it went. And so I had to go into my collection and get a new one. And so just grabbing a couple of these, I feel like was the right move. And then also a few more stacks of the leaves here. They didn't have the dark green ones, the large ones, unfortunately. So I just had to stick with these small regular green ones, but that is totally fine with me. And then this section in the back here is just 6x8 plate. Figured I could use this both for underlying plate in the water and also for mountain building and literally just anything with structure. I feel like this would be really good to have. And I don't really have too many large plates like this. I could also use them for my custom foundations. So that is definitely something to do as well. But then also under here, there should be a couple more things. Yeah. So let me fish these out really quick. Let me fish out the last couple of things and I will show you what I got. All right, and so the last couple of things in here that you have not already seen are these two short stacks of 2x4 green brick, just because they're not the full length of the box here, just because the 6x8 plates were sitting next to them in the box. So that's why they're a little shorter, but I already got 5 other stacks of the 2x4 green brick, so I figured I didn't need to get that many more, at least today. So I'm sure I'll need them eventually, but as of right now, it's totally fine with me. And then the very last thing is, you probably guessed it, 3 more stacks of these 1x2 white masonry bricks. I feel like I'm always trying to use masonry bricks in my builds, which I probably could step away from and start using different techniques, but I do really like how they have a lot of good texture to them, both on the front side as well as the back here. So you get 2 awesome pieces in one, basically, and that is pretty much it for this haul here. I didn't want to take up too much of your guys' time, so that is pretty much it in all of these 3 boxes here. Like I said, the ladders, the snot bricks, the stem piece, the like brown stick or stem pieces here, the gold stars, the bright green leaves, the regular green limb elements here, 6x8 plate in black, the 2x6 light bluish gray brick, the 2x4 green brick, the 1x2 white masonry brick, 4x6 dark bluish gray plate, and then the 1x2 white brick, and then the 1x4 bricks in white as well. The Pick a Brick wall and the Lego store that I usually go to, they normally don't have good pieces like this, and so I figured I would stock up on all of this stuff here. And like I said, I'm going to be using all of this stuff for all different kinds of projects, like buildings and foliage and potentially a scaffolding or ladders and the clone base eventually once I get around to doing that, and also for the train station and other things like that. And so definitely stay tuned for all of that. But really quick, I just want to show you guys the collectible minifig. So let me open this really quick and then we can wrap up the video. And so this is the figure that I got. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I have no idea what this figure is. Like I said, I'm not super familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, but the pamphlet here shows all 12 of the figures. And so if you guys collect these, comment down below which your favorite is. I'd be curious to see what you guys think of this series as a whole and if you collect it. But I think the idea is pretty cool, and I would love to see them make a second series if that's possible. Again, I'm not super familiar with this type of stuff, but I think it's cool, and the part usage here is cool, the specially molded headgear, and also I really like this axe piece as well. So I'm a big fan of that. But on that note, that is going to wrap up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this haul and you like this style of unboxing and haul videos, make sure to like the video and subscribe, as well as click the bell notifications so you don't miss any future uploads. If you guys have any feedback for me on this style of video and also any projects that you want to see, make sure to drop a comment down below, and especially if you're hyped for that clone base that's coming out in the very near future. And once again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.